let's not do that. Hey guys, my name's Sioux, and today I'm going to be talking about my gender identity. I'm a non-binary trans man. Non-binary is a term that people use when they don't identify with either binary gender. So they don't identify with male and they don't identify with female. For me, it means that I don't identify with either, but I am transgender because I am changing my body in a way that will make me present more masculine. When I present feminine, I feel super dysphoric. When people use masculine terms to address me, I feel comfortable, I feel euphoric even sometimes. So in a way you could say I'm transgender, but I identify more with the term transmasculine because I am not changing my gender, I am changing my appearance. As a kid, I never really felt like I belonged somewhere. And now I identify that feeling as dysphoria, but then I didn't know. So when I was about 13, I decided to come out to my parents and my family. I came out as a lesbian because at that point in my life I felt like that was the term that best described me, since I liked girls. You know, everybody expected it, and I'd always been a pretty masculine kid, I guess, or just androgynous, I don't know. So that was that. I thought that that was who I was, but then something changed, or I changed. I entered puberty and I felt so uncomfortable, like things started growing. I felt like this is it and this is how it's gonna be and I just have to get used to it or something like that. My body started changing and I felt so uncomfortable in it. It never really occurred to me that what I was feeling was dysphoria, because I thought that everybody had those feelings. Turns out that wasn't the case. So about 5 or 6 years ago, I came out as a non-binary person. Not yet as a trans-masculine person, but that was later. I came out to my family and my friends before I knew what exactly was going on. I didn't really know what I wanted around that time, so I didn't tell anyone about my pronouns. And that's what made it hard for the people around me. Because even though I was non-binary, they still wanted to put me in one of the categories. They wanted to see me as more female or more male. And when I had finally gotten it all together in my head, I found it hard to tell my family. I still do. And not because they don't deserve to know, but because I kind of want everyone to kind of guess. I want them to see me and see me as a guy immediately, but that's not how it works, turns out. 3.5 years ago I decided to take my best friend with me to the doctor. He took me there and the doctor said that everything would be fine and that I would be put on the waiting list for the gender clinic, which was around 6 months in. 6 months went by and after those 6 months I heard nothing. So I decided to call the gender clinic. What they told me was that they had no record of my name, which means my doctor hadn't put me on the waiting list at all. Because I was so anxious around going to the doctor, it took me another few months to finally let myself be dragged to the doctor by my mom. That went fine. I called the gender clinic immediately and I was put on the waiting list. Turned out the waiting list was now 1.5 years long. In May 2016 I went to the doctor with my best friend, and the ending of 2016 I went to the doctor with my mom. In the meantime the waiting list had grown to be about a year, not half a year. I had my intake, which was, I believe, in September 2017, and I believe that in March next year I had my first appointment with my psychologist. So this journey, which was supposed to start at the ending of 2016, started in the beginning of 2018. Here you have to get diagnosed with gender dysphoria before you can get testosterone or surgery or change your gender marker. So right now I'm still in the diagnostic phase, which means they have to decide or determine whether or not I'm really dysphoric. And they told me I could start hormones in February because there's still a waiting list on the hormones, which means I'd have to wait another 3 months. Altogether, that would mean I waited 4 years. And to be honest, I couldn't take that anymore. And I went to this gender clinic that's based on informed consent, which means I will be self-medicating. It's only for 3 months. And in those 3 months I can change so much that for me it's worth it to do self-medication. Even though I have an anxiety disorder, even though I'm scared the hell out of my mind, it's worth it. So that means I'm starting hormones in 4 days. I can't wait to see the changes. I can't wait to finally be on T, and I can't wait to finally be myself. From now on I will be posting videos regularly to document my transition, my voice changes, my facial hair changes. So that's basically what my gender identity is, what my transition is going to be like, what I'm going to post on this account. If you have any questions, suggestions or tips on what I should do or what I should discuss on this channel, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, in which I will be on testosterone. I'm in Amsterdam right now and I'm here to pick up my hormone prescription for testosterone.